Hello everyone and welcome to Science Fact Tech. You know, when we look up at the night sky, it's easy to feel small. But it's also a chance to feel incredibly curious. Our universe is vast, mysterious, and filled with wonders beyond our imagination. Among the billions and billions of planets out there, some defy logic. Planets where it rains molten glass, worlds darker than coal, and gas giants so light they could float on water. Today, we are diving into the strangest planets ever discovered in the universe. These alien worlds will challenge everything you thought you knew about space. Fasten your seatbelts, space fans, because we are about to embark on a cosmic journey to explore the most bizarre and mind-boggling planets in the known universe. Our first stop takes us to a planet as old as time itself, PSR B1620-26b. This exoplanet, often called Methuselah, is a staggering 13 billion years old, almost 3 times older than Earth. Now, to put that into perspective, our universe is about 13.8 billion years old. That means Methuselah was formed when the universe was still a baby. This planet has seen it all: the birth of the first stars, the formation of galaxies, the whole cosmic shebang. Located in a dense cluster of ancient stars called Messier 60, some 5,600 light-years away in the constellation of Virgo, this world formed when the universe was still in its infancy. Just imagine the kind of stories Methuselah could tell us if it could talk. What was the early universe like? Were there other planets like it? And here's a truly mind-blowing thought. Since Methuselah formed so early in the universe's history, it's possible that life could have emerged there. And maybe, just maybe, evolved into something truly extraordinary over billions of years. I mean, we're talking about a span of time that's almost impossible to grasp. Of course, we don't have concrete evidence of life on Methuselah, yet. But its existence alone challenges our assumptions about where and when life can arise in the universe. It makes you wonder, are we looking for life in all the wrong places, focusing on planets like our own when there could be ancient civilizations out there that have been around for billions of years? If you thought Earth's storms were terrifying, wait until you hear about HD 189733b, a planet where it literally rains molten glass, sideways. This deep blue gas giant, located just 64 light-years away in the constellation Vulpecula, has winds that blow at over 5,400 miles per hour. That's 7 times the speed of sound. To give you some context, the fastest winds ever recorded on Earth were about 253 miles per hour during a tornado. So HD 189733b's winds make even our most extreme weather look like a gentle breeze. But the real nightmare? Its atmosphere. It's filled with tiny silicate particles, which means that during storms, shards of molten glass are whipped across the planet at hypersonic speeds. Imagine a hurricane where instead of rain, you have molten glass shards flying at you faster than a bullet. Now you might be wondering, how do we know it rains glass on this planet? Well, astronomers have studied the light reflecting from HD 189733b's atmosphere, and guess what? The way this light is polarized, or the direction its waves oscillate, tells us that the planet's clouds are likely made up of tiny glass particles. The intense heat on HD 189733b, reaching over 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit, is what vaporizes the silicate in the atmosphere, turning it into a scorching rain of glass. This is not a place you'd want to visit, unless you enjoy the most extreme weather in the universe. And here's another tidbit. That beautiful blue color we see, it's not from peaceful oceans like here on Earth, it's actually the scattering of light by the silicate particles in the atmosphere, so even its beauty is deadly. Now, let's talk about a planet that's slowly being devoured by its own sun, WASP-12b. This hot Jupiter, located about 870 light-years away in the constellation Auriga, is a real-life example of a cosmic tragedy. Imagine a planet so close to its star that it's literally being cooked and distorted by the intense heat and gravity. WASP-12b orbits so close to its star, completing one orbit in just over 26 hours, that its atmosphere is being ripped away, stretching into space like a long tail. This process, known as Roche-Lobe overflow, is like a cosmic tug-of-war between the planet's gravity and the star's immense pull. Scientists estimate that in a few million years, a blink of an eye in cosmic terms, this planet will be completely gone, swallowed whole by its fiery parent star. It's like watching a cosmic horror movie unfold in slow motion. But what makes WASP-12b even more fascinating is that it's puffed up like a giant balloon. The intense heat from its star has caused its atmosphere to expand to nearly 3 times the radius of Jupiter, even though it has only about 1.4 times Jupiter's mass. And here's the kicker. As WASP-12b spirals closer and closer to its doom, it leaves behind a trail of its own atmosphere, a stream of superheated gas that's being stripped away by the star's gravity. It's a stark reminder of the immense power of stars and the sometimes violent nature of the universe. Chapter 4, GJ1214b, the Waterworld Enigma. Have you ever imagined a planet that is completely covered in water? Meet GJ1214b, a strange world that astronomers believe is a massive ocean planet with no land at all. This super-Earth discovered in 2009 is about 40 light-years away from us in the constellation Ophiuchus. Now, when we say water, we're not talking about your typical swimming pool here. GJ1214b's water is under immense pressure and temperature, making it unlike anything we experience on Earth. Some scientists even speculate that deep below the surface, exotic forms of high-pressure ice could exist, an ocean world unlike any we've ever seen. Imagine ice that doesn't melt, even when it's incredibly hot. But this isn't your typical paradise. Its thick, steamy atmosphere creates extreme greenhouse effects, making the planet a hot, humid, and possibly lifeless world. The temperatures on GJ1214b can soar to over 400 degrees Fahrenheit, or 200 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to bake a cake, and then some. What makes GJ1214b so intriguing is that it challenges our understanding of what makes a planet habitable. Could life, even in forms we haven't imagined, exist in such extreme conditions? Or is this water world destined to be a scorching alien sea? It's a question that keeps astronomers on their toes. Chapter 5, TRES-2b, the darkest planet in the cosmos. If you think black holes are the darkest objects in space, think again. TRES-2b, a gas giant located about 750 light-years away in the constellation Draco, holds the title of the darkest planet ever discovered. This planet is so dark, it puts charcoal to shame. TRES-2b is a gas giant that reflects less than 1% of the light that hits it. That means if you were floating nearby, you'd barely be able to see it. It would appear as a black hole-like shadow against the stars. Imagine a world shrouded in perpetual darkness where even starlight struggles to penetrate. Now you might be wondering, how can a planet be so dark? It's a question that puzzles even the brightest minds in astronomy. Some scientists speculate that TRES-2b's atmosphere might be filled with light-absorbing chemicals we don't yet understand. Others theorize that its atmosphere could contain exotic materials that trap light, preventing it from reflecting back into space. Whatever the reason, TRES-2b's extreme darkness makes it one of the most mysterious objects in the universe. It's a stark reminder that we've only scratched the surface of understanding the cosmos and its many wonders. Who knows what other secrets this dark world holds, hidden from our view? Chapter 655, Cancri E, the Diamond Planet. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, as the saying goes. But what about a planet made almost entirely of diamond? It sounds like science fiction, but 55 Cancri E, a super-Earth located about 40 light-years away in the constellation Cancer, might be just that. This planet is twice the size of Earth and has 8 times its mass. But here's the real kicker: 55 Cancri E is so close to its star, 55 Cancri, that it speeds around it in just 18 hours. Talk about a short year. And because it's so close to its star, the surface temperature on 55 Cancri E is scorching, reaching a mind-boggling 4,900 degrees Fahrenheit, or 2,700 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to melt iron, and then some. But the real mystery of 55 Cancri E lies in its composition. Scientists believe it could contain huge amounts of carbon, and under the immense pressure and heat deep within the planet, this carbon may have crystallized, forming a giant diamond core. Can you imagine the size of that rock? We're talking about a diamond that would make the Hope Diamond look like a speck of dust. If scientists are right, 55 Cancri E could be the most valuable planet in the universe. Of course, getting there and mining it is a whole other story. Chapter 7, HD 209458b, the planet with a comet-like tail. Our final stop takes us to HD 209458b, also known as Osiris, a gas giant located about 150 light-years away in the constellation Pegasus. Now, Osiris is a true oddball, even among strange planets. Why? Because it has a massive, comet-like tail. That's right, a planet with a tail. Now this isn't your typical comet tail made of ice and dust. Osiris's tail is made of its own atmosphere. Due to the extreme radiation from its nearby star, this planet is literally losing its atmosphere into space, forming a long, ghostly trail that stretches for thousands of kilometers. Imagine a giant gas planet constantly shedding its atmosphere like a leaky balloon. That's Osiris. It's a dramatic example of how stars can influence the planets around them. But Osiris is more than just a cosmic curiosity. It's the first planet where scientists detected an atmosphere beyond our solar system. This discovery, made in 2003, was a major breakthrough in exoplanet research, proving that we could study the atmospheres of distant worlds and learn more about their composition and evolution. So there you have it, 7 of the strangest planets in the known universe. From ancient relics to diamond worlds and planets with comet-like tails, the cosmos is full of surprises. It's enough to make your head spin faster than a pulsar. The universe is full of mysteries, and we are only beginning to scratch the surface. Every year, astronomers discover new bizarre worlds that challenge everything we know about planetary science. From planets raining molten glass to ancient worlds older than our galaxy, space will never cease to surprise us. Who knows what other weird and wonderful planets are out there, just waiting to be discovered? Which of these planets fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you love exploring the wonders of the cosmos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing space content.